this is for Duco, and this is the pug that he played yesterday for cargo, and I thought I'd give him some feedback. So here you go, Duco. So one thing I've noticed is that I feel like you use your star cards at unnecessary times. Your jetpacking and your cycler and your shield. Use all three at some inopportune times, like unnecessarily. That was one thing I've noticed. There, I don't think you did. There was fine. But I feel like sometimes you waste them, and it costs you a death, or it costs you a kill that you could have had. That was an okay jump pack because you were like reinforcing Mashikani there, and you got helped him with that kill, and that's fine. But the thing is, you don't want to waste a jetpack because you need it for when you need to get away or some other moment. So here you went up with together, and that's great. This is a good move. That's just an orbital, whatever that happens. So here now you respawn, and this is a weird spawn because they spawn right next to you, and that's just, see there, that was a weird spot because you chose to bust out, you saw them and you chose to bust out your cycler, as opposed to, this is a SC-14 kill right here, not a cycler kill. This might have been, if you hit him, he might have died, but this was a SC-14 shot and then go behind the cover right here, or roll. And you probably know that now, but I guess I just reiterate it. Why you chose to bring out your cycler. Probably thought you'd get a quick kill, but your instinct should be cyclers for shields. You know, save that for when someone's going for the pod and they have a shield open. Also, your cycler's not upgraded weirdly, and that you should get that upgraded because that now you have a longer cooldown time, I think. So if you hit him, yeah, you would have got the kill, but now you have to wait for your cycler to cool down too. And although it might not cost you here, but see, now you're waiting, and say you partner spawned, and now you won't have that cycler if someone had a shield. So let's see, you jump up here to help your guys, and that's good. This is all good. And here you take out your cycler again, and I think this is wrong. Like you should be SC-14 seeing this guy. Like he's flying through the air, should be like ba 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 ba, just trying to nibble him down so that he dies and your other guys can shoot him, not trying to one-shot him. If he was shielded coming through, then you get your cycler out. But now, see, now your cycler's on cooldown. Now if anybody comes through with a shield, you're kind of screwed. Also, there's a charge here. You might want to grab that. Oh, you do grab that. All right, smart. There you go. That was actually, see, no cycler. You did get him in the back, but cycler would have been better because melee is so weird. All right, and that because melee is so like random sometimes, you can't rely on it. So this is a weird shield. I don't even know. Maybe you hit it by accident, but this is so unnecessary. This is just it seems like a waste to me. See, you could have been shooting that guy, and now he comes in. I don't know what he was doing. Like that was just weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, another thing. You kind of do weird things with power-ups too. It's not necessarily weird. It's just you could be using them more efficiently. So putting one here, it doesn't do anything. This is not where the enemies are going. I think your idea is maybe to use them up so that the enemy doesn't get them, and that's actually not a bad idea. So I think what you do is you put one down, grab a chargers is good, and then you go and grab the other power-ups, which I think is not a bad idea actually. Blaster cannon, and that's a good spot for it. And then you get another droid. Let's see. I wouldn't have jetpacked there. See, you're jetpacking too aggressively into at least two guys. I think there's a third guy that comes up, and you basically have no help. You should have just walked down, maybe tried to pick off a guy, and maybe even set the droid down here instead of jetpacking, using up a jetpack. You could see if you walk down here and say you got into a situation where you need to get out, then you could jetpack out. Instead of jetpacking in, use your jetpack to jetpack out of a situation. Like rolling and jetpacking is really good. And so here you're taking on 3 guys, and there's just no way. Even I can't even get through that. It just puts you in a bad spot. So now you have to do the walk of shame, as I call it. Let's see, then you have 1 solo guy going in for a cap. So you put your droid there, and maybe that's okay because it's in the middle. But remember, the droid goes away when you die, so if you put a droid down or a turret or a probe, the idea is to stay alive as long as possible so it does the most damage. Because the droids are insane with the shooting. So at this point, the pod's lost. These deaths are kind of meaningless with these kills. Going in to grab a power-up is okay. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. And the idea here is also to move with your team. Alright, that was like, what were you thinking there? To just randomly throw a thermal. You save that. Save that for a time when you know you can get as much damage as possible. So your droid killed somebody. You killed Gar. Unnecessary shield. You got double melee'd. Although you did draw. You did draw them to you so your teammates could kill them, and that's a good part about shielding. To just draw people out. Either drawing fire or drawing them to melee you so your teammates can kill them. Here you are with your teammates. Oh. So that's not a bad shield. Oh, but Gar has you. Scattergun. See, if you had saved your jetpack before, let's see. So I think do you end up jetpacking in? Yeah, you end up jetpacking in. If you walked in, when you got blinded here, you could have jetpacked out. Instead of using a shield, you could have jetpacked out of here. Instead of wasting a shield. Because the shields are precious. You need them for capping. Not for saving your life, but just for capping. Let's see. Shield to save yourself. This would have been a good cycler shot. I thought you saw him, but you didn't. And that's just you jetpacking off the map, which I thought was funny. Here, let me go back. I have a thought. So when you're coming up on this situation here, and you have some teammates with you, what you should be doing right here, you should be looking for people to be sticking their head out to seeing where they're going. Like, usually there's a guy here, usually there's a guy maybe back here, sometimes there's a guy over here, sometimes there's a guy here, and then look at the radar. Obviously there's people in front of you, but sometimes there's someone coming from the side. If they have scout, it's tougher. And get ready to roll. See this jump pack, now you can't see who's over here. You gotta save your jump pack here, and all you gotta do is walk up and see where they are and go to the cover here. I think a lot of people have a tendency to just be like, alright, I need to get to this point as fast as possible, so I'll just jetpack there. But really you don't. Like, just use your rolling and your walking and running to just get there. there's no hurry to get there just yet. I had to teach myself that, like, just walking and running and having patience. And here, you don't need to shoot this guy from over here. You can shoot him from here to provide yourself cover, because you don't want someone else to come out and shoot you. Always stay behind cover. And this is good here. Like, you're shooting these guys behind cover, they're not going to be shooting you. They can't hit you, but you can hit them. They have no cover. And you're just, I mean, this is just coming down to your aiming, and you're probably tired at this point, because I think this is your last game, and that happens to everybody. Like, you get tired and you start sucking, but some games you're really on, so. Like, when I get tired, I can't aim at all. Yeah, here there was a red dot here. Not a red, I think there was. Let's see. If we go back, see, there's right here on the radar, right on the right. You know there's a guy on the right and there's guys in front of you. And you're probably like, oh, I gotta get the pod. But right here, you know there's a guy here. And you know you need to go this way, but you know there's a guy here if you're looking at the radar. And this guy's back to you. His back is to you. He has no idea you're there. I think you're running scout this map. So he's no threat and he is no threat. But the guy on your right, he's gonna be a threat most likely, because he's gonna be looking this way. He's not gonna be looking in this direction. He's gonna be looking this way. So if you kill him first, then you could kill him and him potentially. But if you shoot him first, this is what happens. This happens a lot with a lot of people, I feel like. And it took me a while to prioritize my kills. Like, you kill the biggest threat first. Always. And sometimes you have to adjust. You're shooting one guy, and you gotta go, oh shit, and you have to shoot the guy shooting you. You have to readjust. Oh yeah, I remember this part. Here's another moment where I feel like you needed to be a place really fast. Like here, I think you guys pushed them back. And then you jetpack back, and I think this is good. You're good at rolling. I feel like you're good at rolling. It's hard to hit you. And here, like, you didn't need to do that. Now you wasted a jetpack. Having Psycho ready, not so bad. But I would have your SC-14 ready, and then just switch to Cycler when you need to. Good blaster cannon placement. It's good. Going for the pod straight away is good. That's a good thing. This was such a close game. Yeah, I believe you guys, yeah, you guys do get this pod, I think. Oh yeah, this was pretty good. Couple good kills here, and putting the shield around it was an interesting idea. And I don't know if you were talking to each other at this point, saying like you were gonna stay close to the pod or something, but oh, one thing I didn't go over was sounds. You have to use the game sounds too, which I think you do. I think you do use the game sounds quite a bit. That was a good game. Let me go back. Let me go back a little here. Alt enter. No. How do I minimize? God damn it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so just listening to game sounds right now. So like that guy yelling, if you heard, just is yelling. He's up there, come on. That guy who said that, those are the like super subtle sounds. You might know this already, I don't know, but those are the subtle sounds you have to listen to when you're playing too, because the enemy guys are so chatty and they give away their positions all the time, and when you hit them they'll be like, you know, I'm taking fire over here, or that guy was like, they're up there, so you know this guy is down here somewhere, not only just by the radar. So let's say he wasn't even on the radar, you could just hear him. So there he is. The sounds give away so much. See, that guy said, keep the pressure on them. I mean, obviously this is not a great spot because you could see them, but I'm hit over here, he says. That's why sometimes I think we should all be the same avatar, or the same skin, so that people can't differentiate you from other players. I don't know though. Anyway, I'll conclude this video now, so I hope that's helpful for you, and maybe I'll do more. So anyway,